Okay, we're about ready to go with this 450 stock production class. So you mentioned 420 John Hill, 67 Ray Carson, 24 Steve Fleming. Let's see if that's the way these riders come in that order as they cross the start-finish line for the first time. As we're about ready to go, we get the green flag. And great start by bike letter L, Yari Wallach. As he heads into turn number one, he's going to lead this pack into turn number one. Okay, Scott Gray, they brought in. Bike looks pretty bundled up, but okay, we're back into turn number 8, and the riders. So the leaders over there, 4 riders starting to break away from the rest of the pack. We got a 4-rider duel for the lead as they come around turn number 9 and come down the start-finish straight. Okay, bike number 923 taking command of the race now. That's Mark King, and he just passed Yari Wallach as they went in down the straightaway. And running in third spot was bike number 212, and that was Brian Hewitt. So we've got some unknown riders doing an excellent job here in this 450 stock production class. Okay, we've got Keith Cole up here in the announcer's booth with it. He's got some background information on this bike letter L, Yari Wallach.
Weeks ago here at Willow Springs, and he was the fastest rider we'd ever had by over 3 seconds here at Willow Springs, and you can take Riverside into account too because the times there are almost identical to here. And when we went into the debriefing session at the end of the day, I said, look, I don't know what you're doing now, but you ought to go racing. And he came up to me today and he said, hi, you know, here I am racing, and I got 5th in the first race, and I'm on the first row in the next one, and he was just completely pumped. And the guy's an incredible natural talent. I don't know natural or not, but he was a street rider. He'd never been on a racetrack before, and he came out here on RGPZs and ran 1 minute and 43 seconds first time out. I was amazed.
Well, that's incredible. You mean to say 3 seconds faster than anybody? Are we talking about Wayne Rainey and guys that are taking your class?
Actually, Wayne only went 1 minute 52 the first time he came out to the school, so it was like 9 seconds faster than he'd gone. But the fastest first-time student we'd ever had was 1 minute 46.7, and he went 1 minute 43.
Oh, and look what Yari Wallach just did. He was in third spot, and he slipped in the second, and then into turn number 1, he almost made a pass on the outside of the leader. In fact, he's going to do it on the outside here, and Yari Wallach takes the lead. This guy, Keith, is incredible.
I followed him around at the school. I was on another one of the school bikes, and he doesn't appear to be working on the bike at all. I haven't really seen very many riders who are so smooth. He looked like he'd been, you know, on racetracks for years, and here he is out here racing on a street RD with street tires on it, I think, and he's just flying.
Well, that's incredible. We have to keep an eye on this guy. I may be mentioning his name a lot, Yari Wallach, and we'll find out what's going on with this guy. But right now, he's in a terrific dice for the lead right now, and as Keith said, he's a canyon racer, but he's fine, having a lot of fun out there when he found out he's on the pole. Okay, we've got a terrific duel here. We've got about 5 riders going for the lead, and this is a great way for Yari Wallach to get himself introduced into AFM road racing because, like I said, he's a canyon racer. This is his first race ever out here. And of course, this is his second race of the day, but his first time ever out in AFM racing. And he's got a great duel going on there with 5 bikes as they come out of turn number 9. And it looks like John Hill is out in front, bike number 420. That's right, Pickle Racing out in front. Kurt's keeping me straight on this. He's out in front. It looks like Yorick Wallach's in second, but he's going to get smothered by 3 riders going into turn number 1. A terrific 4-rider duel for the second spot as they head into turn number 1. It could be anybody going in there. Oh, and a couple of riders almost bumped as they head into turn number 1. We had a rear wheel collide with the front wheel, and miraculously enough, nobody went down. Woo, we got a great race going on here for second spot, in fact, for the lead, because really, John Hill hasn't got that much of a lead. Bickle Racing Yamaha out in front, but just barely clinging on to the lead as they head around turn number 2. And wouldn't you know it, my voice is starting to go on. The best race of the day coming up here is the second to the last race. And we got a great race going up on top of the hill. 5 riders right now. Any one of those 5 can take the win. John Hill with the lead. It looks like Yari Wallach running in second spot, 9:23. Is Mark King, and there's another rider that we don't hear too much about. He's running in third spot. Then comes bike number 212, Brian Hewitt, and in fifth spot, we don't think we've got that one quite yet. So that's the battle for the lead right now. In fact, here they are again. In fact, when they get to the turn 8 area, it seems as though Hill just kind of motors away from everybody, and then they seem to catch him coming around too. But we've got Hill out in front, and that 4-rider duel for second spot, and there's still no decision made on that yet. 212 Hewitt in second. Yari Curry, of course, notched up in there, and of course, also Mark King also in that fray up there for that battle for second spot as they hit around turn number 2. And once again, as we mentioned, John Hill take a commanding lead out of turn number 9, and then it seems to evaporate as they hit around turn number 2, and these 4 riders just seem to get right on his tail as they go up into turn number 3. In fact, right now, they're starting to close in on him right now as they go up the hill. Terrific dice here between 5 riders. I want to get all these 5 riders. Okay, we got one rider who went off the track to downshift for turn number 3, but he got back on again. A terrific scrap for this time. John Hill's got a little more of a gap between himself and second place. I don't think he'd like to be involved in that fray. That could get pretty hairy up in there. And looks like Mark King, Yari Wallach, Brian Hewitt. Okay, we'll find out that's Fleming also up there in that battle for the second position. Now it's finally starting to stretch itself out a little bit. Hill, Fleming in second. That's Brian Hewitt in third. Then Yari Wallach in fourth. And he's going to hold on to that fourth place position. And running in fifth spot, Mark King. So there's your order now as they hit around turn number 2. Oh, and just like that, Yari Wallach looks like he's going to drop back another position, but he holds off Mark King's challenge, heading around turn number 2 for that battle for fourth. Can we have the Formula 1 and Open GP up to the pre-grid, please? Formula 1 and Open GP up to the pre-grid. turn number 9, John Hill, the biggest lead he's had all day. That Bickle Racing Yamaha, also ERC gas. Redline oil. In second spot, it's still Steve Fleming still running in second. The girls down in the snack bar, everything is half price now, right, girls? And the hot dogs are half price, and the girls are half price. So get on down to the snack bar area, and they'll work things out for you. Okay, this race is finally strung out to the point where we can visualize a leader. And coming down the front straightaway now, it is definitely John Hill on that Bickle Racing Yamaha. Coming up to lap another rider, he takes the white flag. Then comes bike number 24, Steve Fleming, who broke away from this fierce battle for third between Brian Hewitt and Jarl Wallach, with Mark King also in that. We're going to keep our eye on that battle for third. Let's see how Jarl Wallach, and let's see if he can't finish third. He might learn something today against these two riders, because the other two riders might play some tricks on him on the back straightaway. And let's see if a Canyon racer, in his first time out here in AFM racing, can hold off the challenge of these two riders that are right behind him as they head around turn number 2. Strategy plays a large part in this last lap, and let's see if Jarl Wallach can hold on. Cut in sharply down into the turn. Oh, they bumped it. One rider went down. Coming out of turn number 5. And that was the same rider that kind of went a little wide into turn number 4. And you could almost see it coming. It was an accident waiting to happen. And they bumped coming down the hill, and down he went. And that was one of your leaders. So we're going to check it out and see who it was by the process of elimination as they come across the start-finish line. Getting the white flag. John Rowley's giving everybody the white flag, and coming down to get the checker out of turn number 9 is going to be John Hill on a Bickle Racing Yamaha. Sponsored by ERC gas, Redline oil, and he's going to take the win. And he's just cruising across the line now. He's got the win. Bike number 24, Steve Fleming, gets second. Here comes that battle for third, and it's going to be Jarl. Oh, and Jarl Wallach took the win in that, for third place anyway, over Mark King and Brian Hewitt. So it looked like it wasn't one of those three that bumped and fell, but it must have been right in there behind him. It could have been a lapped rider that one of those riders hit that went down in a really bad way over there in turn number 5. Okay, let's get Formula 1 last year.